Disney and Pixar are starting now to dive into more deeper topics with their films. Soul dove into the topic of existentialism, Luca dove into hiding your true self from people, and more recently, Encanto dove into intergenerational trauma. Intergenerational trauma is when a person in a family experiences an extreme trauma, then that trauma gets passed down from generation to generation. In this instance, Abuela experiences her husband getting killed in front of her, thus creating a miracle. She wants to keep the miracle alive, and by doing so, she pressures her kids and her grandkids to achieve perfection.
You have a cloud!
I know, Mama, but now I can't find Antonio! What do you want from me?
In Luisa's song, she went into depth of what it's actually like having this immense pressure on you to be perfect all the time. I really liked how the animators went out of their way to add little details to enhance the characters' personalities. I like how Felix is a supportive dad and husband when he gave Antonio a thumbs up for warming up Abuela Si, even though Abuela says,
I'm sure today we'll find a way to put your blessings to good use.
More of the supportive trait of Felix's character, he has also always been telling Pepa to quote-unquote let it go, meaning her emotions.
Let it in, let it out, let it rain, let it snow, let it go.
That's what I'm always saying, bro.
Pepa's whole side of the family is very caring and supportive. Dolores helped Abuela after Casita shambled, and Camilo's first worry was what about Antonio when Casita was gone.
What about Antonio? What is he doing?
Another detail that I noticed was when Camilo was calming his mother down and her lightning struck him. He started shape-shifting into all the adults in the family, since taking care of somebody is seen as a very adult thing to do. Color in film is one of my favorite ways to symbolize emotions for a setting. I saw that color played a part in Isabella's dress. Her dress used to be the color pink, which symbolizes innocence, playfulness, and femininity. When she found herself and burst out of the perfect bubble that Abuela created for her, the colors on her dress were primarily blue and yellow. Blue symbolizes confidence, fulfillment, and stability, and yellow symbolizes happiness, optimism, and wisdom. In her song, she even says,
I'm so sick of pretty, I want something true, don't you?
Also, how Bruno is associated with the color green, which has always been a color to symbolize evil. But for the Madrigal family, green means something positive. Bruno was accepted back into the family as himself. In the final song, Isabella's dress and hair are more green, meaning she finally embraced her true self. Mirabel's glasses are also green, and we've seen throughout the film that Mirabel has always been able to see everybody's true self beneath Abuela's perfect mold. Encanto only came out 2 to 3 months ago, and the fanbase is still strong. I like how a lot of Latino, Afro-Latino, and Hispanic people like myself are relating to the movie because that's what the movie is representing. When people are making a movie that is specifically about intergenerational trauma, all about a different topic, isn't right. Having characters that aren't canon or proven to have a mental disorder and forcing it upon these characters and making the movie all about that or LGBTQ takes away from the meaning of the movie. Bruno is superstitious, and when he throws a salt, that's all due to superstition. Since Mirabel was supposedly the cursed child, that's why he threw the salt on her. Also the phrase, that's an expression from Latin American culture. I've heard this since I was a kid. It is used when someone gets hurt, and since Casita was the one hurt, that's why Bruno says it. The little noise Dolores makes is not tics, it's just a part of her character, and it's also because she's the gossiper of the family.
I know. She's gonna tell everyone.
Like I said, the movie does dive into mannerisms of Latinos and Hispanics, and that's just another mannerism. The movie revolves around Colombian and Latino culture overall, but people ruin that when they force sexualities or mental disorders and make it into something that it's not. Forced representation isn't good representation. Let's not mold something into something that was never meant to be.